the issues you addressed yesterday was that of retaining staff, and that seems to be a big problem for many players in the industry. How big is the problem and who's affected?
The problem comes with an opportunity called the travel industry in India. Earlier, Indians were not traveling so much, but now over the last few years, what you see is that the Indian leisure business is growing. And with that growth has come new challenges. The challenges of what do you call that? Lesser number of people with that talent being available in the market space. When we started the company, the airline, there were very few people out there that we could recruit actually and say that yes, these are the talent guys basically. But we had to train people from within by recruiting them from universities, from colleges, train them from grassroots level, and that's how we could grow to what it was basically that way. But yes, there are challenges in India in terms of having the right talent. So how big is the problem? The problem is big because the market opportunity, the growth opportunity out there is far bigger. And what you don't have is a bunch of people who's got the attitude, who's got the training, who's got the knowledge to handle such growth. So what happens is that, as somebody rightly said yesterday, like do you have the right talent share, be it the universities, be it from other companies. There are a couple of issues also over here. One is the fact that how do you retain people? The problem with retention is that there are two levels of problem. It depends upon what size of the company is. If the company is small, you hit a glass ceiling. The company may have the best of the environment. The company may have the best of the bosses actually that way. But beyond certain number of years, after you hold a certain position in that small organization, what happens? He's got aspiration or she's got aspiration in terms of improving his own lifestyle. But can I grow further than that? No. At that point in time, it's not the environment, it's the money, it's basically what do I look into the future. But yes, if you're in a larger organization, the problem is very different. The issue is that, like, yes, there are growth opportunity for this particular person to grow into different departments and roles. But is there a training mechanism? Is there an identification mechanism in terms of identifying the talent? Like in this case, then for the airliners, are we developing people from a department perspective, or are we making them airline managers?
So how does the situation differ between large companies and corporations, like Jet Airways, for instance? And then the smaller companies, the SMEs, the travel agents on the high street, that sort of thing.
Large companies like us, we grew and become large. The opportunity that we have is basically like we have different departments. What we've done is that we have actually we actually identifying talent not from a department perspective, but from a company level perspective. You may have come into sales, but you may grow into airport and further on to marketing, so on and so forth. But yes, is there a process in which you drive it basically? No, I mean, like most companies do not get that act together in terms of putting up a process, a deliberate process that runs month on month, year on year in terms of identifying people, putting them in the right training, and post that ensuring that the training really works. In smaller SME organization, the problem is the issues to confront with is different basically. Where do I go next as an employee? The challenges for the SME owner is like, is it only money? Is it the environment? Am I expanding? Am I growing? In India, what we have seen is that the SME section is also growing as such. But if you're in that growth stage, in that growth company, I think there is still future. As long as the vision of the company is to grow and not to be happy where you are, then yes, then the employee feels that even I can grow because I see a potential growth in this company. I should be able to grow along with this company. If not, I'm sorry, I would say that yes, you will lose people to big organizations.